Hello my friends, and welcome back. In today's live programming video, we're going to do some more work on Komorebi, the tiling window manager for Windows, written in the Rust programming language. In today's video, I thought we could do a feature request, and I think this is probably going to be the last feature request that will be implemented in this release cycle, because I would really like to get version 0.1.20 out soon. So this feature request comes from Azin on the Discord server, Azin John Salam Berasa. So Azin was asking, is it possible to have a Komorebi C command that can be bound to a hotkey, which would change the focus to the last focused workspace, right? So not the previous in the cycle, not the next in the cycle, but the previously focused workspace. So if you are now on workspace 5, your previous workspace was workspace 2, you would be able to hit that key and go back to 2, and then when you're on workspace 2, you'd be able to hit that key again and be back at workspace 5. I thought this would be quite a cool feature. It sounds like something I would use myself. So yeah, why don't we do that? So we have our workspaces, right? But we don't really keep a history of workspaces. We only really keep track in our ring data structure of the currently focused workspace, right? And so the workspaces, the ring of workspaces lives as a member on the monitor struct. And I think what we can do here is maybe track this state, right? So last focused workspace, this can be an option of usize. So we have our constructor here, new, so we've got last focused workspace. We can default this to none, because when we instantiate a monitor for the first time, we don't actually have a last focused workspace. So this is an optional that starts at none. Let's get bacon running on the side here. So we have somewhere to store this state. Now we need to think about where are all the places we need to go to update this state, right? And we have a lot of commands, actually. We have a lot of commands that deal in workspace changes. And so I think this can actually be a pre-hook. If you watched the last videos, I talked about, how this match and anything before the big match you can think of as a pre-hook, and then all of the matches that you see after the big match that handles every single socket message, you can look at that as a post-hook. So here we are. And we want to isolate all of the commands, which I believe are just these two actually, all of the commands where you change the workspace on the focused monitor. Let's start from there, right? So we will get self dot focused monitor let monitor equals, we probably want to get a mutable version of this, right? And then on the monitor, we want, no, hang on. Focused monitor moot returns an option. So let's do it like this. If let's monitor equals focused monitor moot, then we can do monitor dot focused workspace index. And so this is in the pre stage of handling the socket message. So what we have is the focused workspace index now in the pre-hook is going to be the last focused workspace index when the socket message has been handled and run to completion. So we have this, and now we can go monitor dot. Probably need to add a setter for this. Get set last focused workspace, and we can skip serializing that as well. So now we can go to monitor set last focused workspace and set that to an option of IDX. That looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Even though this is gray, IntelliJ will catch up in its own time. It does everything in its own time these days. So there are some others that we can handle. If we do focus monitor workspace, this one we need to handle a little bit differently. So usize, this is going to be monitor IDX, target monitor, and target workspace, because this is what we want to switch to. And here we'll get self.monitors monitor. Do I have monitor? Focused workspace for monitor IDX. That is exactly what I want. I knew I had implemented this logic somewhere before. So we have the target monitor IDX. Let IDX is that. And then we need to get a mutable reference to said monitor. So if you self.monitors moot, get moot target monitor IDX, let target monitor, and that's an option, right? So do if let sum monitor is the target monitor, we should at this point have a mutable reference to monitor here, so we can do monitor. We can do the same thing, right? Because we have the same variable names. And this one I don't think we ever care about, because we only care here about focus workspace IDX maybe? Do I have that? Oh, damn it. I knew it was too easy. Alright, so what are we gonna add here? Focused workspace IDX for monitor IDX. So at this point, let's just set the return type first. So at this point, we have a monitor. Then we go to workspaces dot. Oh, can I get the? Oh, I can just get the focused workspace IDX. Okay. So this can now become focused workspace IDX for monitor IDX. And I think we just need to have I think this is also there's no focused workspace IDX for this monitor. Oh wait, it's already returning usize. Oh, okay, I need to wrap it in an OK. Because if the last thing is not returning a result, it's not going to compile, because it's expecting a result. A result is an enum that has I thought it would show it here. I thought that would be the first thing it would show. Anyway, it has two variants, OK and and so we use the OK variant to wrap this value. And I don't know, maybe if you haven't gone so far into this, this T and this E here, they're generic types. So like you can pass anything here as long as it matches what you put in between here. So this is saying a result of type usize, so that would be the T. Where did that go? This would be the T, generic T. And so we're saying whatever we return, it's got to be, it has got to be a usize. And this returns a usize, and that's how that works. So all green, looking good. Now let's head over to our socket message enum. And we'll call focus workspace numbers. Why do we have multiple? Oh, this is to focus the same workspace across multiple monitors, something that somebody wanted, and I'm not sure they even use. I gotta start saying no to more feature requests. Some of them are very, very niche and maybe not necessary. At some point, I feel like if you want to use a tool, you need to adapt to the tool a little. Anyway, focus last workspace. We don't need anything for this. Because we're computing what the last workspace is from the currently focused monitor and the state. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now I gotta find somewhere to fit this in. Why don't we put it in here? Focus last workspace. This doesn't have anything here. That's fine, and then we'll do self. Focus workspace, and that's gonna be self.focused monitor. We get that. That's an option. If let's last focused workspace is gonna be monitor.last focused workspace. Then we can do last focused workspace here, and you know what, we can actually implement our getter as a get copy, because I believe option usize implements copy. So then when we're calling this, right now it's getting, it says it's getting a reference, but when it updates, it'll show you that it is just taking a copy. There it is. Updated, the ampersand is gone, so we are indeed getting a copy of that value. Alright, focus last workspace. Pretty cool. Now let's go into Komorebi C. And we can add, this one doesn't take any args. And we can add here focus last workspace. Here we can add focus last workspace. And where would I add that? I thought I was adding it on the enum, but I was doing it on the implementation. This file is way too big. Here we go. Focus workspace. Focus last workspace, and this doesn't take any args. Focus the last focused workspace on the focused monitor. Oh, something is unhappy. Focus last workspace. Oh, right, this one doesn't take any args. Sweet. I think that is looking good. So let's do a little something. We'll do just installed. Oh, we can do just install here. And yeah, we're gonna be compiling both Komorebi C so that we can send the new message, and Komorebi so that we can handle that new message. I think we'll test this out quickly. You know what? I thought I was gonna be able to do this in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes max. I don't know. I think time moves a lot differently to how I perceive it moving when I am writing code. I don't know. Do any of you have that feeling that you feel like time is passing really quickly and you're doing stuff and it's going well, and then it's like, oh damn, I've been sitting here doing this thing for 2 hours, and you know, my body and my muscles would really appreciate if I got some blood flowing, went for a walk, maybe ate some food. Yeah. I very often I have a cup of tea with me when I'm doing these live coding videos. And it's always piping hot when I set it down, when I hit record. And by the time I remember to drink it, it's now lukewarm. So it's alright. Tea is tea. Oof, this is a very long compilation step. I think because I pulled in some Dependabot updates. I think. Or it might just be my aging hardware. Oh, the sysinfo crate update that we did in the last video as well. Yeah. I see. I'm sure that pulls in a lot of heavy dependencies. There we go. So Komorebi C focus last workspace help. So we don't have a last workspace. Maybe let's start this up. Cool. So at this point, we don't have a last workspace, so we expect this to not crash. All right, it didn't do anything. So I am gonna do, this is workspace 2, so here we'll go to, let's say WHKD, and here we'll go to NixOS WSL starter, right? So here we have workspace 1, workspace 2, workspace 3. I'm going to go straight back to workspace 1. So if I now do this, I expect to be back on NixOS WSL starter. Sweet. If I get up a new terminal and I call the same command, I expect to be back at workspace 1 with my editor. Please? Right, because we need to update the state one more time, right? Because when we're doing this command, we're also we're making a change to the state. So in our pre-hook, we need to do that too. Focus last workspace. Okay, that was an interesting edge case. Yeah. In a lot of interviews, in technical interviews, they expect you to lay out every single possible edge case before you start writing any code. And I'm like, dude, like you can put out as many edge cases as you want before you start coding, but it just ain't gonna work that way, you know? Stuff is gonna come up. So we'll send this to workspace 2, we'll send this to workspace 3, and we'll send the other terminal also to workspace 3. So I'll do Komorebi C focus last workspace, and I should end up on workspace 3. Huh. What is going on? Something weird. So I get the focused monitor, I get the currently focused workspace, I set it to last focused workspace. This is the right command, right? Maybe if I take a look at the logs. Interesting, why are you pulling that with 0? So at this point, last focused workspace should be 1, but it is not. I am very, very confused. What just happened? We were so close. So much for doing this in 10 or 15 minutes. Clearly, I overestimated significantly. Wait. Why is there such a big recompilation? Did I not recompile everything all the way? Very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Alright, workspace 3, workspace 2, also workspace 3, and now workspace 3, workspace 1. Why are you doing this? I think maybe I'm being a dummy. So maybe we only wanna update this. Alright, so we want focus monitor moot. Maybe we want to do it like this. So we only update the last focused workspace from the focus last workspace socket message if we have switched workspace. Let's see. Well, that didn't compile. Cannot borrow self as mutable more than one time. Let's see. So why don't we get this here from... Oh my god, this is so slow. What is going on? Self-focused workspace. focused monitor. Okay, or that's all we want. Focused workspace index. And then when we get here, we will do the same sort of thing. How about that? All right, let's try it. Oh, come on. Method not found in focused monitor moot. Maybe it's like this. There we go. Oh my god, this is just stressing me now. Oh, same thing. Alright, so workspace 2 with you, workspace 3 with you, also workspace 3 with you. So, alright, that sent me back. That's great. This should also send me back. There we go. Alright, so now if I do workspace 2, workspace 3, boom, we're on workspace 2. If I go to workspace 1 from here, boom, workspace 2. Alright. I'm not sure I can really explain why this works. I just intuitively know, or I intuitively knew that it had to be here. Sorry, I wish I had a better explanation. So maybe we can make all of these a little bit more consistent. Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm happy enough with that. So that is going to be the last feature going... Oh, sorry, Clippy. Oh, is this some new Clippy stuff? Probably from the last video when I didn't do all the checks that I was supposed to do. 1385. If monocle is not 0 and deletions are taking forever. Insane. Dear JetBrains, please help me out. Please, for the love of God, help me out and make Rust Rover more performant, because this is way too freaking slow. Like, it takes 3 seconds for me to do a delete operation on a line. I think that was the last one. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that is going to be our... Sometimes I just press buttons without thinking. Do not know what is wrong with me. But anyway, that's going to be our last feature going into the version 0.1.20 release. And what I want to do in the next couple of videos is really start working in all seriousness to create a beautiful, beautiful documentation website. And so my favorite documentation website is the Westherm documentation. Let's open this up. Is it the reference? Is it this one? No. Westherm docs. No, I guess it is. Here it is in configuration, right? And so you can get real deep into every part of the configuration, and it is built. It also has a CLI reference that is really nice, which just gives you like the synopsis output. And yeah, it's freaking great. I love it, and I really want something similar to this for Komorebi. It's time. Like, it's really time. I've put so much work into this tiling window manager, and I think it's a shame if the documentation doesn't do the work that I have done justice, you know? And you know, I think it's always difficult to get into that doc writing mode, but yeah, we got to do it. So this is built with material for MakeDocs. It looks pretty cool. I've never used it. We're gonna figure out how to use it. Like, yeah, it's all pretty similar. I think a lot of projects in the space are using this now. I think it'll be a nice website. It's not going to be 100% complete, but by the time of the next release, I would like to have the majority of the questions that keep coming up again and again on the Discord, on the GitHub issues, to have dedicated pages in a docs website like this. So I will be wrangling some Python. I think it's written in Python. Is it written in Python? Yeah, PyProject. God damn it. I don't know, maybe we'll do that in Linux so that I can just isolate the Python environment a bit more easily. We'll see how it goes. It will be a journey that we go through together. All right, why don't we say thank you to the lovely sponsors. Private. Oh, it's changed. I think this is a private sponsor. This is not a private sponsor. EFL1P, thank you so much. Julian, thank you. Evan, thank you. Maxwell, thank you. Red Lobster, thank you. Darian, thank you. Leandro, thank you. Alex, thank you. Kwang, thank you. Surefire, thank you. Michael, thank you. Pavel, thank you. And of course, Hisayuki, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate all the support, the ongoing support, the one-time support. It means the world to me. If you too would like to become a sponsor, one time or monthly, it is up to you. Just come on over to the sponsor page. Even if it's $1 a month, it makes a great difference to me. If however you are not in a position to become a sponsor, the very next best thing that you can do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. You're probably there watching this video right now, so go on the video, there's a button somewhere that says subscribe. Hit it if you are not subscribed, if you are enjoying the live programming videos. If you were a bit reluctant to subscribe before because you saw I was doing some Let's Plays on this channel, they have all moved to the GZ Plays channel. So if you're not interested in that, you can happily subscribe to this channel, GZ Codes, and you'll just get live coding. If, however, you've been wondering, hey, where have all the Let's Plays gone? They've gone here, so you can just head on over and subscribe there as well, where we are currently playing Lies of P, which is turning out to be quite a fun game. Yeah, I think that is everything for today. So, my friends, I hope that whatever you all do today, you have a great day, Free Palestine, and I'll see you all back here next time.